So first of all, thank you for coming out. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. But today is about celebrating Maryland emancipation. Many people have no idea that Lincoln's proclamation did not free slaves in Maryland. So we took it upon ourselves to emancipate the slaves through legislation. So what we're doing today is a different tour. We're going to walk the walk of the black soldiers called the United States Colored Troop. So let me put it into perspective in terms of time. Emancipation Proclamation has been signed. The slaves that are with Confederate states are free. Maryland is the upper South, but was not allowed to succeed because it was too close to Washington, D.C. We had to remain our power. We had to keep our state house open so we could continue to do laws. So we're not doing well in this war, and this African-American man by the name of Frederick Douglass talked to Lincoln and said, man, look, if you want to win this war, you need to free the black man and let him fight. He worked on it until they actually wrote a law and started a bureau called the United States Colored Troop. So now men in these Union states can fight. So where we're going today is January 1864. Cold, ice in the water, and a whole boat full of United States Colored Troop cannot get to Baltimore, so they get stuck in the water here and have to come into Annapolis. They walk to the station where they can stay, and many people don't know that St. John's College was the site, the medical site. They had one here, one at St. John's College. And we had a parole camp in parole, and 30,000 soldiers are walking around. Annapolis is a very different place. It's heterogeneous. There are no slave quarters. So you really don't even know who's who. You got to have your papers. Slaves live. You are owned by somebody, you work in their house, but they have tenement houses for you to live in. So everybody is mixed all over the city. So on this particular day in January, this boat came in. They can't get to Baltimore, so they said, we're going to walk to St. John's College. Can you imagine the fear from the locals to look out the window and see 50 African-American men with the brass United States Colored Troop, a rifle? Aren't these men supposed to be enslaved? They're walking through the town. They set off a series of events that causes Maryland to have to free the slaves. So it's the legislative session, so everybody's here. And they look out of their windows and there's black men walking through the town. So what we're going to do is we're going to take their walk to the place that pretty much set it off. And Maryland had no other choice than to have a special session, a new constitution that would do two things: abolish slavery and end indentured servitude. We still had indentured servants, so people were still not free. So this is where it started. We're going to walk that walk. We're going straight up to St. John's College. Yes.